The arrival of Hurricane Erin has put tens of thousands of people in Puerto Rico in the dark, while North Carolina is bracing for impact by issuing evacuation orders along its coast. Imagine a storm so powerful it can plunge an entire region into darkness. That's the reality Puerto Rico faced, and now North Carolina is taking preemptive measures to avoid a similar fate. According to the latest updates, the Outer Banks of North Carolina are under strict evacuation warnings as Hurricane Erin continues to churn up the East Coast, generating massive waves and potential flooding. Forecasters predict waves reaching up to 20 feet high on Wednesday and Thursday, prompting Dare and Hyde counties to order both tourists and residents to evacuate Hatteras and Ocracoke Islands, known for their vulnerability to flooding. The Raleigh News Observer reported that these islands are particularly susceptible to such conditions. Hyde County officials emphasized the severity of the situation, stating, "It is extremely likely that Hyde County EMS services will not be available in Ocracoke due to Highway 12 being inaccessible. Please take this warning seriously, especially if you have medical issues or are likely to need special care." This is a critical message, as the current period marks the peak of the tourist season in the area. But here's where it gets controversial. Some argue that the economic impact of such evacuations during peak tourist season could be devastating for local businesses. Is the risk worth the cost? What do you think? Dare County Emergency Management has issued a stark warning. This is not the week to swim in the ocean. The risk from surf and flooding will be life-threatening. Despite Erin not making a direct landfall on the East Coast, its proximity means dangerous waves and riptides are expected along much of the Atlantic coast, including Bermuda. The National Hurricane Center, NHC, has also forecasted strong winds and heavy rainfall in these areas. The National Weather Service has issued a flood watch for much of the North Carolina coast, underscoring the potential for significant water-related hazards. Before reaching the U.S. mainland, Hurricane Erin had already wreaked havoc in the Caribbean, causing high waves, strong winds, and heavy rain in the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Over 50,000 customers in Puerto Rico lost power, though Luma Energy, the company managing Puerto Rico's power grid, reported that as of 7:30 p.m., 95.1% of customers had their electricity restored. However, the rain bans were still affecting regions like Caguas, Mayagüez, and San Juan. Puerto Rico can expect an additional 2 inches of rainfall through Monday night, with up to 6 inches forecasted for the Turks and Caicos and the eastern Bahamas by Tuesday. These conditions increase the risk of flash flooding, landslides, and mudslides. And this is the part most people miss. The aftermath of a hurricane can be just as dangerous as the storm itself, with secondary effects like flooding often causing significant damage. Hurricane Erin's rapid intensification over the weekend was one of the fastest on record in the Atlantic. In just over a day, the storm escalated from a tropical storm to a Category 5 hurricane, with peak winds nearing 165 miles per hour on Saturday. It then weakened to a Category 3 before regaining strength to a Category 4. This unusual pattern has raised eyebrows among meteorologists, who note that it's rare to see such a powerful storm form so early in the season, especially outside the Gulf of Mexico. Puerto Rico Governor Jennifer Gonzalez Colon reported that no residents were in shelters and there were no immediate reports of flooding. But flash flooding remains a concern. Forecasters have warned that this year's Atlantic hurricane season is expected to be more active than usual, with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, predicting 13 to 18 named storms, 5 to 9 hurricanes, and 2 to 5 major hurricanes. A typical season sees around 14 named storms, including 7 hurricanes, 3 of which are major. Climate experts attribute the increasing frequency and intensity of these storms to global warming. So what does this mean for us? As we navigate the busiest part of hurricane season, from mid-August to mid-October, it's crucial to stay informed and prepared. Share your thoughts in the comments below. How do you think communities should balance safety and economic concerns during hurricane season?